Well, the Republican National Convention in its first full day in security, of course, a top concern after Saturday's attempted assassination of Donald Trump.
And while the Secret Service is playing a major role in securing the convention site, local law enforcement is also involved in keeping the delegates, attendees, and VIPs safe, including just selected VP candidate JD Vance. Right now, we're joined by Fox's Rebekah Castor. She's in Milwaukee at the convention. Rebekah, thanks so much for joining us. Let's first touch on security in light of the former president's.
Good to be with you.
Thanks so much. Let's talk about some security that's going on there at the convention in light of former president's attempted assassination on Saturday. What are those security measures in place?
So, Natasha, this event is considered a national special security event, and that is the highest classification the federal government can give. So these security plans were already strong before the assassination attempt on Saturday. So the Secret Service did say that they have strengthened some of those original plans and that they also implemented changes to Donald Trump's security detail, not only throughout this convention, but for the rest of his campaign.
All right, and let's talk about the big announcement obviously happening just within the past hour or so. Donald Trump tapping Ohio Senator JD Vance as his running mate. What sort of reaction are you seeing that get on the floor of the convention?
Yeah, so just a few minutes ago, JD Vance was in here. He officially accepted that vice presidential nomination. He was somebody that used to be a critic of former President Donald Trump, but now he is a fierce ally. And he's also somebody whose memoir, his story, has become widely known through this best-selling memoir that he wrote himself. And in that memoir, he just writes about a childhood that was consumed by poverty and abuse. So it's clear that with this pick, Trump's campaign is hoping that Vance's story resonates with working-class Americans.
And Donald Trump is said to be rewriting his convention speech to emphasize national unity. Talk a little bit more about that.
Yeah, so former President Trump says as a result of that near-death experience on Saturday, he has torn up the original speech that he was planning to give here on Thursday. That original speech, he was planning to attack Joe Biden and some of his policies, but as you said, now he is focused on unity, saying that, quote, it is time for the country to come together.
All right, very well. Rebekah Castor joining us live tonight from the floor of the RNC in Milwaukee. We appreciate it.